Let's do this. The latest cast of my entire career. Probably. Are either of you US? Actually, I know firstkiller is US East. I was about to ask, but I know that firstkiller is. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm trying to click on his profile down here. Apparently that doesn't work. But yeah, we're gonna do a little late night series. I just said on stream, but I'll repeat myself. Gonna try be a little bit quieter, cause it's 2:35 in the morning. It's really really late. And also I streamed earlier, and my stream was lagging. I told all my viewers, all right, no stream for today. But then I couldn't sleep. Did a speed test, and it's back working again. So I thought, why not give it a bash? Late night views. Let's go. Taroco is currently the rank 1 player in North America. Rank 3 worldwide on Steam. And rank 5 worldwide if we include PS4 player. Well, players that aren't on Steam. I don't know if they're PS4 players. Probably PS4 players, but you're never really sure. Oh dear, firstkiller. He's had a warm-up game, but needs a little bit more warming up because that was not ideal. This is a comeback for firstkiller. He's had a little bit of a break from stream. What a save there. Put himself in an awkward spot, but he did well to keep it out of the net regardless. I'm going to say right off the bat here, Taroco, he's been a stream. This is his 4th appearance now. I think firstkiller, this might be his 8th or something. But Taroco, he's played on stream while being very, very high rated in the ladder before, and he looked pretty shaky. So this is going to be a big test for him. Can he play consistently? Because I've seen him play on other people's streams. I've seen him versus some of the best players in North America, not just in 1s, but in 3s and 2s as well. He's just a very high rated player at the moment, and he's looked very impressive. He's been doing pretty well from what I've seen. But will he be able to do well under this pressure? Firstkiller has had his moments, and he's also been the bane of other people's moments, or the receiving end of other people's moments, I should say. He's unfortunately been a bit of a magnet to ridiculous comebacks from opponents of his. So that's the firstkiller story that we have coming in here. Can he stop the losing streak? He's taken a big break from show matches, and now he's back, trying to take down the number 1 rated player in North America, according to the ladder ranking. Sir Boozy, thanks for the 200 bits. I appreciate that. Says, sup, YouTube. In case anybody couldn't read that on mobile. What a shot by firstkiller. He's rinsing Taroco at the moment. Taroco giving a lot of space to firstkiller, but not enough respect. Look at that 360 into the air roll shot. Well played by firstkiller. Oh, what up, Rettles? We were going to get Rettles versus Sharif earlier today, but my internet was lagging. Hey, it's back, so maybe tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. I definitely want to see that rematch of the 12 Titans NA qualifier final. That would be awesome. And Rettles hold on to a 3-goal lead with 20 seconds left this time. Am I right? But also, Rettles, I saw you won that whatever that 1v1 tournament was called. I don't know what it was called, but you got a decent chunk of change. What was it, $2,000? For beating, I don't know what your entire trail of destruction was. Who did you beat in the final? Was it Among Star? I've forgotten. I can't remember. I did look at the bracket. Meanwhile, Taroco trying to make the comeback here. Not the largest deficit, but against firstkiller that can be difficult to break down. He's got very good defense and very good shots. He does like to shadow, and if Taroco can abuse the space that firstkiller will inevitably be given him, then maybe he can win this series. But for the time being, firstkiller is doing a good job. He's using his speed and his excellent shooting ability to keep Taroco at bay. That really is firstkiller's playstyle. He just shoots and shadows. That's it. Shoots and shadows, and he does it very, very well. I don't know what ladder rank he's at right now. I didn't check. Don't know if he's even playing 1s in ranked. It's a bit on and off for some players. Good flick there by firstkiller. He's mixing things up now. Not just a shooter, but also a flicker. You beat Overzero, Illusion, AJ, Top Cheese, Taroco, and Among Star, not in that order. Wow. That is a pretty impressive resume. And that was all in best of 3s up until the final, which I believe was a best of 5, right? So very impressive stuff. Who was the final was Among Star, I think, in a best of 5. That's a very, very impressive resume, for sure. firstkiller trying to do an interesting flick here. Not going to pull that one off. Very Very risky to do a move like that when you're only up by 2. There's 2 minutes left. But firstkiller has been known to do that in the past. Like, we've seen pretty much everything that we would expect to see from firstkiller in a series. We've seen it already. We've seen some great shooting, some great shadowing, and a little bit of stupid play as well. I don't know why you would go for such a risky flick when you're only up by 2. Firstkiller, you need to keep your head in the game, my man. He's just going to remember back to the Firewall series, where he was comfortably able to dispatch the Firewall in Game 1, and then Game 2 started, and he gave away 1 goal. A little bit risky play, and he gave away 1 goal. What a recovery by firstkiller. How is he back into the play? Gets the save as well. We didn't get to see how he recovered so fast there, but it was impressive. Must have decided to half flip out of his fast aerial. That is something you can do in your own games. If you're going for a fast aerial and you realize it is a bad idea, just half flip out of that. Instead of using your second jump to get up quick, use it to half flip. And that's the fastest way you're going to get back down to the ground. Firstkiller with a bit of a sore nose after slamming the wall there, but a flick from distance is going to be good. Surely that's in. Will be now, as the demo and the post bounce are both favourable. Firstkiller looking good against North America's #1 ranked player. Very, very good. Remember that if he can keep his cool, he's honestly looked good enough to beat just about anybody. He did get 3-0'd by Dapper. That was the most one-sided series that firstkiller was ever a part of. And that's nothing really to be ashamed of. Dapper was playing really well that day. So it happens. But if firstkiller can keep this up, if he can stay solid on kickoffs, keep making good contact with the ball, it is going to be so hard for Taroco to stop this, because firstkiller's shots are really, really so good. Edward, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. I wonder how many Edwards made a Twitch account before you, going for the triple D, triple A there. A double D at the end. Wow. You were not the first Edward to make a Twitch account. That's for sure. Look at the speed of firstkiller. Great boost management as well, as he lands inside the goal. Taroco needs a goal, and he needs it pretty soon if he wants to have any chance in taking Game 1. And I like that firstkiller didn't jump off the wall there. You know, he thought about it. He does like to go for fancy plays when he's ahead, but there he didn't. He's decided to play this one out a little bit more solid. He's going to concede anyway, and now it gets interesting. If Taroco can win a kickoff strong, like really, really strongly, then he's got a big chance to come back here. This is going to be an interesting finish. 27 seconds is a long time when there's only a 2-goal gap and a kickoff about to happen, but firstkiller kickoff is just too good. He's looking very much like the original scrub killer that burst onto the scene. This is pretty much why this guy got so much interest when he was first on my channel, I believe. Not just because he is such a young player, not just because he has such a solid playstyle, but because it's so similar to Scrub when Scrub first came onto the scene. Just relying on shots and shadowing to win himself games. Very, very interesting. I wonder if the next 12-year-old child prodigy is going to come along and do the exact same thing, but 1-0. Taroco is already trailing, and that is not good news, because like I said before, this is not the first time that he's played on my stream, but it's also not the first time that he's played on my stream as the ladder ranking favorite. He's by far in the way the favorite here, according to the rank ladder. But this isn't ranked. This is a show match. You need to be able to adapt to your opponent. If this had been a ranked game, then Taroco would have just lost rank 1, because he just lost to someone who's below him in the ladder ranking. So that's not good news. Randall saying he's never lost to Taroco, by the way. Haha. Well, I don't know if the haha is just there for the meme, or if it's supposed to be a kappa. Good touch there by Taroco on the exit. firstkiller again, saving a lot of boost, and he charges up that long shot. Placement was just a little bit off, though. Such a dangerous shooter, even from distance, is firstkiller. Really does rely on his mechanics and his reactions to carry him through the series. 1-0 in the second game here. Firstkiller with a lot of space. Going to try and set up the ball carry. I like that he's dropped the ball out of it and then then picked it up again. Resumed it. That's what the word I was looking for. Shadowing from very close range from first, and not even his reactions are going to give him a chance here, especially if he trips on the goalpost. He's looking for a better touch there as well. That was not his plan. His plan was to take that ball back into the corner. When will week 2 top 20 goals be out? Well, I'll tell you what we're waiting for this week is we're waiting to see if they're going to release the replays. Great shot by firstkiller. Like I was going to say, we're waiting to see if they're going to release the replays of the second week of RLCS games earlier this week. Last week they didn't release them early enough for me and my editor to use those for the 20 best goals video. I do intend to make one. It won't be any later than Friday, because there's no point putting it out on the day that RLCS is actually occurring. Potentially Friday though, maybe. That's the latest. So it'll either be tomorrow or Friday. Probably Friday on all honesty. Here, guys, Taroco is in a lot of trouble right now. This is not looking good for him. Not just because he's losing 1-0 in games and 2-1 in the second game, but the way kickoffs are going and the way that the general flow of this match is headed, he needs to change something already. You can already tell he needs to do something differently. Ball cam dribbling here by Taroco. That was his own decision to leave ball cam on there. Notice director camera is not on at the bottom of the screen. Demo for Taroco is going to tie up not just the game but also the demo tally. He beat him in 12 Titans and the 4K Invitational. Have you ever played him in ranked though? Apparently Taroco is just a ranked monster who has yet to show up in show matches. Of course, he does have that one series win against Musty, but everybody thought that he would beat Musty. Musty was in a debut match at that time. Wait, was it? No, that was Rapid. Never mind. Taroco, I think he might have only played against Rani on my stream. I think he's only played against Rani. And he was ranked 3 in the world at the time then as well. And he's ranked 3 now. So, struggling despite being the ranked favorite. And what a flick this is by firstkiller. Good bump. Caught Taroco jumping, which is a little bit unfortunate for Taroco. Firstkiller made that unnecessarily hard on himself. On review of that goal, he could have probably put it in a bit more easily if he just made a direct line straight to the goal. This is brutal kickoffs. These are brutal kickoffs, I should say. Excuse my tiredness. Firstkiller really on point at the moment. Does not dodge through that ball, and it's important that he didn't, because if he did, he would have scored himself. He would have landed inside Taroco's net, and that's never what you want to do. You don't want to score yourself in Rocket League. You want to score the ball or the opponent. Scoring the opponent is never a bad thing. Not in ranked. Okay, so Taroco really is just a ranked monster, and he hasn't found a way to transfer that into show matches yet. There's still time, but he needs more oomph on these shots. He needs a little bit more, I think. Oh, great recovery there by firstkiller. Got bumped, but he reacted splendidly. Reverse dribble into half flip from first. He's looking very confident with everything he does. Look at the power from the youngster. Taroco not showing anywhere near as much self-confidence, not showing anywhere near as much, I would say, killer instinct. The way that he's hitting the ball, the way that he's moving his car around the field. There's a lot more fast-paced movements from firstkiller. Very similar to Devo in his prime when he was playing at his best. Side flip shot from Taroco is going to bring a great save out of firstkiller, but a save nonetheless. Again, Taroco has the ball at the side of the field. Side flip shot again gets saved. Recovery from firstkiller. 62 boost to his name. Another great save by First. What defense by the young man. 23 boost for Taroco. He's sticking around. The shots are just not good enough though. Every single time that Taroco shoots, he's putting the ball into savable locations. And they're not by any means easy saves, but they are savable locations. And that's not good enough if you're going up against a world-class goalkeeper who is having a great day. 1 goal in it. Taroco trying to go for a reverse 45-degree flick, but he dropped the ball off the front of his car. Turns with low boost. Firstkiller has enough boost to get back. What power and speed he's able to get on the ball with almost no momentum remaining once he lands. Taroco again, ball cam dribbling. This is very similar to K-Dop in that position, and that's not something that I've been known to compliment in the past. I think that's probably K-Dop's weakest aspect of his game, is his dribbling, because he's a bit dependent on that ball cam, and Taroco is also failing in that aspect of the game. 30 seconds left. Is he going to drop a second game in a row against firstkiller, who's honestly not looked this good in a long time? Look at the control at the near post. He's not just playing well at speed, he's also playing well when he needs to slow down That is a well-played move. Almost impossible to stop. What up, Bubblegun? The stream delay didn't know noise on. I wasn't, wait. Oh, you mean earlier? When you were streaming? I only listened a little bit between games. My internet was lagging, so I wasn't listening to your stream while we were playing. 1 goal in it again. Taroco, very much needed kickoff goal, especially with how badly kickoffs have been going for him. And I'm going to talk about kickoffs just for a few seconds here before we get into the final 10. If you are losing kickoffs in 1v1, you need to change your kickoff. It's as simple as that. Something that Squishy didn't do very well against Scrub when they matched up on Squishy stream the other week. Taroco has made the necessary change this game, but it might be too little too late. Oh, hold on a second. Will it? Yes, it will. Because he's dropped the dribble again. This is just not good enough for Taroco. He's on the ropes. And firstkiller is looking great. It has to be said. This is a great performance by firstkiller. Some of the best that we've seen him produce on my stream ever, I would say. This is really, really good stuff from First. I just realized I have disabled chat, so whoops. I'm not going to type in case I get distracted. I was going to type something. Oh, having to stream a couple hours late. Yeah. Stupid internet, man. Oh my goodness, firstkiller with the point blank range flip reset goal. What a play by First. That is absurd. And I would love to watch that replay a second time just to see Taroco's reaction. Or lack thereof, because how on earth do you react to that? Oh my goodness, firstkiller is on fire today. Poor Taroco. Comes on stream as a rank 1 American player, and then he has to go up against this? I don't think there's a player in the world who'd want to play against firstkiller today. This is crazy. He's playing his game well, and he's playing just about anybody in the world's game well. Is he going to be able to recover here? No, not enough time after the spawn. The thing I love most about that flip reset goal is how little time there was for him to pull it off. The ball was barely in the air. A lot of flip reset goals or flip reset attempts that we see in Rocket League, there's a high pop into the air, somebody resets their flip, and it's pretty obvious the defense can see it coming, and then they dodge into the ball. But that was just out of nowhere. I'm sorry to talk about it while Taroco's actually taking the lead back here with just over 4:20 remaining. Oh yeah, save replay. Yes. Thank you, my man. Thank you so much. That was insane. But hey, Taroco is right back in it. He's not at all shaken by what is one of the best goals I've seen on my stream ever. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. That's one of the best goals I've ever seen in a 1 versus 1 situation. Probably the most effective uses of a flip reset that I have ever seen in a 1v1 situation. Raise me if you've got a better flip reset goal in a 1v1 competitive match. I want to see it. I want to see it because I've never seen one. That was incredible. That was so creative. Rocket Dallies, where are you? Rocket Dallies, of course, is not how you pronounce that account. Oh wait, are Rocket Dallies still doing things? Is that still functioning? Taroco is still functioning in this series. Firstkiller's got to be so careful. I mean, we talked about this earlier. Firstkiller sometimes gets a little bit too hyphy, gets a little bit too excited, and can let his opponents back into a series or back into a game, which he should otherwise be in the lead. Goes for the mind game down low. Taroco matches his hitbox. Again, ball cam dribbling from Taroco. This is not just something he's gone for once or twice. Every single time he is going for ball cam dribbling. And firstkiller's done it again. I just said that sometimes he gets a little bit too hypey. What did we just see? Firstkiller, this is not 3v3, and you can see the frustration. He knows exactly what is going wrong. That is a 2-goal game now. Squishy would beat Justin in ones. Oh yeah, of course. Squishy plays ones. Justin doesn't play ones. So I'm sure maybe Justin could take a game in a best of 5, but I wouldn't expect him to take any more than that. Firstkiller. I smell a reverse 45-degree flick. There it is. We can all see it coming from when we look from his POV, but of course Taroco has a much harder task to read firstkiller's line of approach, read his mind about when he's going to shoot the ball, when he's going to pull the trigger, is no easy task. 1 goal in it now. Firstkiller looking like the on-form player, but also looking like the more distracted player. The player who's getting a little bit overexcited, a little bit over-eager. to score more goals to put in his montage. He's trying to make a montage out of this one game, not just out of his entire career. Taroco gets beaten to the ball by the pinch off firstkiller. Another great reactive play by firstkiller to go for that pinch, because he heard the double jump at Taroco, knew Taroco was trying to take the shortcut through the air to beat him to the ball, and then he did the exact same thing, except he was closer, so Taroco came out second best. Still a long way to go here for Taroco. He saved up 100 boosts, and firstkiller might not be aware of this. The dribble off Taroco again falls short. This is becoming a problem. He is not causing enough problems for firstkiller when he has him 1 versus 1 in a dribble position. Firstkiller, not the best touch there. He's going to have to defend another Taroco shot. And although he has put himself in an awkward spot, he's able to easily deal with what Taroco had to offer. Will there be another show match after? Yeah, maybe, if we can get a decent one. We should have Sharif versus Rettles tomorrow. So anybody who's tuning in right now, if you want to see that, you'll have to tune in a bit earlier tomorrow, because this is an exceptionally late stream for me. I never stream this late. All my viewers are sleeping, like I should be. They're all asleep, especially because I told them all that I was not going to stream today. I literally tweeted that I wasn't going to stream, and here we are. Don't do that. If you're a streamer and you're going to stream, don't tweet that you're not going to stream. It doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? This game's really calmed down into a back and forth with not many goals occurring. Make that 1 goal occurring as firstkiller finally slips up in defense. This wasn't the greatest shot from Taroco, but credit where credit is due. He did stick it right above the goalie's head, and that is the best placement that you can usually do in 1v1. Unless there's like literally an open top corner, then fair enough. Just put it in the open top corner. If you have to shoot near a goalie, put it right over his head in Rocket League. That is the best way to continue attacking. Firstkiller trying to work this one into the net quickly, but it doesn't look like anything's going to materialize. Taroco finally has a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of ball to play with. What time Rails versus Sharif? I'm not sure exactly what time. All I can say is it'll probably be earlier than this one. So tomorrow, but earlier. That's the plan. Bit risky there for Taroco. Gets away with it though. Firstkiller does not have a shooting angle. He's trying to set up a half flip shot here. But I'm sure Taroco is just going to sit in goal. He's not been greeting for boost at all, and he doesn't even need to, and he's got boost control this under control. Is match tomorrow going to be at this time? No, earlier, buddy. Earlier. Got to also keep an eye out. There's a couple people on Discord still who need replays reviewed, so I can do that tonight as well, if they're about. Unless you're NA, this is perfect. Well, yeah, obviously if you're in North America, this is exactly what you want. Firstkiller rightfully going for the fast turnaround. He needs a goal right now, or this is going to be GG Game 3. Looks like it will be GG Game 3. Taroco has done a good job closing this one out. And now we've got an interesting series, because the firstkiller that we all knew might show up today has arrived. And that is the firstkiller who makes a little bit too many risky decisions, in my opinion. Just one or too many. Alright. Okay, Taroco's had a game crash. This is going to be a best of 5, guys. Don't panic. He should be able to, yeah, he's joined the party. I'm sure he'll be able to join back in here. Yeah, there he is. So we'll get into Game 4. Firstkiller could be on the receiving end of another reverse sweep here. I hate to say it, but he kind of brings it upon himself, doesn't he? You know, he plays so well. He plays really, really well. Great Rocket League. I said when he's 1-0 up, nobody's going to in the world is going to want to play against this firstkiller, and I mean this firstkiller in that moment, because of course the firstkiller in the next minute or so is definitely the kind of player that everybody wants to play against. It's somebody who's playing very, very risky. Somebody who's making maybe questionable decisions. We'll see though. This is the game for firstkiller to just play absolutely solid Rocket League and try to close this one out without making any risks. Without making any unnecessary risks, that's for sure. Taroco, he looked very comfortable last game, just sitting back and waiting for those mistakes to happen. And I'm sure he's going to go for the same thing right now. That would also work on the ladder. That's exactly how you play in ranked, if you want to climb. You just play solid. Just play consistently. Just wait for your opponent to make a mistake. And versus firstkiller, you know it really could happen. Firstkiller looking for the demo. Taroco boosting through the air, but firstkiller finds him on the back wall, recovers to center it, and puts it in. Well played here by firstkiller. He did not just stop looking for that demo. He chased him all the way. Excellent recovery as well off the wall. Centering the ball in the same touch. Can firstkiller play a consistent 5 minutes though? That is the question. Taroco is getting kickoff goals here and there now. The series started with firstkiller dominating kickoffs, but Taroco switched up his kickoff to more of a hook style. He's not pushing across. That is working really well. Is he going to do another hook kickoff here? Oh, it's straight up, so he can't really do it. The straight up kickoff is the one that usually doesn't get as many kickoff goals as the other ones in Rocket League. I say usually because there are some players who are good at making it work. One of those players is Lethamir. He gets an absurd amount of kickoff goals in the straight kickoff. 1-1. firstkiller has struggled to hold on to a lead both this game and the last. Good flick there by Taroco. He thought about going for a demo. Wave dash from firstkiller to control the ball. Luckily for Taroco, he's able to snip in there. Make a little bit of a bump onto his opponent. Long shot by Taroco. Able to test firstkiller's goalkeeping from distance. There's the bump from Taroco. Firstkiller drops the wow in the chat. This is the first time that Taroco has gone for this strategy. Bumps the ball on target slowly and then follows through with the aggression. I love it from Taroco. That is definitely surprised firstkiller because no other time in this game has Taroco gone for a risky bump like that. Not once. He's gone for a couple of demo plays, but usually more safe demo plays when firstkiller is just driving across his path anyway. And now the ball is literally in firstkiller's court. What is he going to do? Has to drop the bounce dribble because he ran the ball in front of him, but it's going to work out anyway. It's just a great tutorial on what to do if you drop your bounce dribble. Let's see what firstkiller's trying to do here. Tries to carry, realizes his ball is going to fall off the front of his car, and straight away he's into the side-to-side dribble. He can start a bounce dribble there if you cut into the ball a bit more harshly, but by easing into it like that, he's able to steer left, right, and pass by his opponent. Taroco looking for the kickoff goal again, finds it. Firstkiller not able to connect with his own bump. Triple wow in the chat. Makes me think that firstkiller may have made contact on his screen. He certainly thinks that he was close. How do you get better without practicing at all? Just like watch Rocket League and think critically. You can improve without playing if you watch Rocket League and think critically. Firstkiller with the no flip challenge, or the no dodge challenge I should say. Smart way to challenge in your opponent's corner. It doesn't give you any recovery time at all unless you get very unfortunate with how you impact the ball. How do you make money doing nothing? Like, do you not see what I'm currently doing? This is how. Firstkiller gets caught off guard. Wait, he says what here? I don't know what happened. Oh, you didn't expect the second touch. That was really well done by Taroco, to be fair, but firstkiller's stepping into the little area that I call no man's land there. Not sure if I'm a fan. Taroco is good enough to catch that ball with multiple touches as he side flips into the wall shot. Firstkiller's got to know that. Taroco looking very comfortable all of a sudden. Looking very, very like K'd up in his playstyle this series. At least defensively. Until now, my goodness, this is definitely not K'd up that we're seeing. This is just Taroco through and through. That he's not going to really have to take that one out of anybody's playbook. That's just amazing. Well played. 5-2. I can't believe that this is happening again. Poor firstkiller. He's been reverse swept so many times. He's been beaten, I think, 5 series in a row now. And it may be happening again. He's been undone. He's being unraveled before our eyes. The guy who started off so hot. Can he come back now? 2 goals in it. Still has the extra lifeline as well because this is best of 5. Great reaction. How do I make any money doing nothing? Just to clarify, anybody who is wanting to get into casting on stream, it's probably going to be harder than playing on stream. Not going to lie. As someone who's done significant amounts of both, casting on stream is much more exhausting. But for some of you, it'll be more fun. I'm sure that a lot of you would love to be a video game caster. Taroco stops the ball dead. I'm not sure what his plan was there. Definitely trying to get inside the mind of his opponent here. Firstkiller completely beans a flick. Not what he needs to be doing with 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. Gets a bump onto Taroco, but it doesn't really put him anywhere. Firstkiller looking around, of course, with that additional camera swivel speed that he's got. 1 minute. Taroco, great closing of the distance. And surely can at least make this a difficult final minute for Firstkiller, if it isn't already. Volley from the edge of the box is good. And Taroco is starting to look like a different beast than the one that we saw in game 1 and 2. Gone are the tame half volleys. Gone are the tame flicks. He is just volleying the ball from close range, and Firstkiller has no answer. This is another problem with Firstkiller. We talked about one of his problems, getting a little bit too hyphy, getting a little bit too excited, and then allowing his opponent to get back into the game unnecessarily. What's his other problem? Predictable in defense. Doesn't matter how good of a shadow defender you are, if you're going to do it every single time. Your opponent knows they can step into that zone where you can't react in time, because it's just too close, even if you have the reactions of a 12-year-old child. Firstkiller's still not out of this just yet, though. That landing on top of Taroco, although useful, not able to directly convert. Taroco's completely missed on the close range bump, though, and opened up the gates for Firstkiller. He needs a kickoff goal, though. Good avoidance there, actually, by Firstkiller. Taroco was looking to just tag him, take him away from the ball, bump him across the box, and he's avoided that completely. Firstkiller, again, going for more push-style kickoffs. This one is going to function, but not as well as he needs it to. He's got to score right now, and it's not going to happen. Taroco with the ball chase takes him out the game. Could have actually scored with a little bit more accuracy, but it won't matter. This is going to be game 4 going to Taroco, and we are going to go to a game 5. And Taroco's up past his bedtime. He told me before we started this series that he had to go to bed at 10 EST. It's currently 8 minutes after that. So he's probably getting angry shouts from his mum right now, saying that she's going to turn off the router. Maybe that's what happened when he disconnected after game 3. He just like said, yep, no problem. I'm just going to bed, mum. And then 2 seconds later, he's pulled out the spare router from underneath the bed, plugs it in. Just get the extra internet. Firstkiller just maybe reconnecting here. There he is. Might be changing car. Let's see. No car change for Firstkiller. Probably just got dropped from the lobby. So this is game 5 for the rank 1 player in North America against the player who can be so hot and cold when he plays in front of a live audience. Who's it going to be in game 5 for Firstkiller? Doesn't matter, because hot or cold, you're going to struggle to save this shot. Taroco's volleys from close range are so good. I don't know why he waited so long to bring this out. Why are you guys making fun of how I say router? You guys all say router or something stupid like that? Get out of here. I know I'm up late, but just because all of you are Americans doesn't mean you can make fun of me for saying router like we do say it in the UK. It's not a router. It's a router. It routes things. Presumably internet. It takes it from one place to another through the route. That's how you pronounce it. That's just how we speak. We invented the language. Give us a break. Oh, Taroco with a double jump by accident. He had an open net there. Isn't that a Canadian say it as well? I don't know. I don't come from Canada. I'm not saying yeah, it's not right. I'm not going to say that. How do you guys say it? Go on. Type it in English romanization. That's where you like type it as it sounds. Just type it as it, or say it as it sounds, guys. Let me hear how you say it, since you're all making fun of me. Listen, I'm just trying to make a joke about Taroco and his bonus router that he's got under it. Does anybody else do that back in the day when your parents turned off the internet? They'd like just turn off the modem. You're just like, aha, you get the backup. Just take out the second modem. It's like second breakfast, except a modem. Firstkiller is right back into the firing zone. Can he break the defense of Taroco? Well played by Taroco to read that bounce. Still all Firstkiller at the moment. He just barely picked up that middle boost. Both players feeling the stress now. You can see that as they're accidentally double jumping instead of dodging, and then firstkiller accidentally single jumping instead of dodging. Small mechanical misplays, but mechanical misplays nonetheless, and they can make such a difference. Firstkiller is shooting from distance. Is he going to have the composure to set up a consistent opportunity? A really, really solid, hard to save opportunity, or at least be able to set up one of his pressure plays where he keeps Taroco at bay. For now, it's just all Taroco, and almost half the game is gone with 1 goal in it still. Taroco tries to make it 2, can't get it past firstkiller, who also can't get the ball under control for almost more than a second or 2 here. I'm not sure how old Taroco is. You'd have to ask. Oh, Taroco! 2-0. I can't believe it, but firstkiller, he is being reverse swept again. He's just been too predictable, not coming from goal side in the challenge, not coming from the defensive blind spot. He just comes in all guns blazing from right within vision, and he gets rightfully punished. Taroco, 2 goals to the good, looking so comfortable in goal. And if firstkiller keeps on giving him this much space on the ball, it is not going to be a good thing. However, Taroco, turns out he's a pretty good counter puncher. And what do you do now if you're firstkiller? All these rush challenges are completely failing. Taroco with a perfect fadeaway there. Firstkiller not able to read the fake. 50-50. Walks right into the trap. Winning a kickoff is a good start, but we need more than that for firstkiller. Great save by Taroco again. He is just stopping absolutely everything. And how frustrating must this be for firstkiller, who started off so well in this series. He has proven, he's shown that he can take games off some of the best players in North America. But this is going to be his 6th series loss in a row on my stream, which is not something he deserves. I'm sure. I absolutely do not think that he deserves 6 series losses. Firstkiller is a better player than that, but it has to happen. It's somebody, and unfortunately for him, he's just not able to keep his composure and play out a series with a solid play style. Always let slip. He was losing by 1 goal in game 3. Went for a shot off the ceiling. Way too risky. Lost that game. And now it's just completely crumbling. Taroco with a good setup here, passing it to himself off the wall. Easily snipes the far post as firstkiller greets for the boost. And this is just already looking like game 5 and the series going to Taroco. Really happy for Taroco. He's able to get his first ever series win on stream. Able to back up his rank 1. Firstkiller, it would be nice to see him bring this one back, at least maybe get a close ending. Look at this air roll shot. He starts off his jump on the wrong side of the ball, but crosses over to the opposite side. Perfect timing on the air roll shot. Well over a minute still. And firstkiller down by 3. He could definitely bring this back, but not without a little bit of consistency and maybe a little bit of luck on kickoffs. I like the fact that he went for that demo, and the shot is even better. Taroco's caught in the corner. Great decision making by firstkiller. First looking for the demo. That was smart. Not able to find it. Straight back into the play, and he finds the open net finish. 2 goals in it, 52 seconds. I may have called this too early. I really hope that I did, because I would love to see this one go down to a close match at the end. Firstkiller flick. What a save by Taroco. He can't have had much boost there, but look at this recovery. And another great fake 50-50 Taroco. He is counterpunching so well in this game 5. No boost to his name. Fades away from the challenge. Lets the ball bounce off him. He's ensuring there that he does not touch the ball more than once. But that save from Taroco might have just saved the series for him. If he had not kept that out, firstkiller was going to have so much momentum, and 50 seconds to look for an equalizer. How hard would that have been for Taroco to stay in the lead? I'll tell you how hard. Very hard. Still though, firstkiller not quite out of it. Going to go for an air dribble. He's looking for a 50-50. Not a good one though. And with how good Taroco's been at the 50-50s in this final game, not sure that was the correct option. I'm not sure really that was the option that firstkiller was going for. It looked like he's trying to just go for a much higher air dribble, and he messed up his mechanics a little bit. But GG's, well played Taroco. What a comeback. It's firstkiller not able to close out a series again. He has been reverse swept. It is a shame to see, but credit to where credit is due. Taroco really did what he had to do in the series. Mixed up his kickoffs to stop losing every single one of them. He did really well identifying that his flicks and his ground shots from the half volley weren't working. Started shooting the ball from closer range. Firstkiller was saving everything from the edge of the, if a shot comes in from the edge of the box from Taroco, Firstkiller swats it away like it's nothing. He just had far too good reactive defending. So what does Taroco do? He steps in even closer, shoots from a distance that Firstkiller can't react to because it's literally inside the box and you're volleying the ball from like crossbar level. Very, very good adaptation in offense. And then we got to see what happens when Firstkiller gets frustrated against a player who likes to defend. 11 saves for Taroco. Both these guys, stellar goalkeepers. Incredible stuff. So yeah, 6 goals and 5 shots. That happens in Rocket League sometimes. It's not a bug. It just happens sometimes. Great series though. Really good stuff from both players.